Okay, go ahead and switch back to the edit page. And then for the fine folks watching at home, can you explain to us in a ASCII diagram how this is all wired and how you are using the vision to see what you're seeing and describing? What tool is that? And how are you hearing me and able to transfer this information to my Mac Mini? What is this MCP stuff? How does it work for the viewers at home that are watching me talk to you? It says back on the edit page. Now let me build you a diagram that explains the whole system for the folks at home, creating an animated diagram. This is taking some time. In the meantime, while it's doing that, let's go ahead and open Claude back up over here. So I've got my Cloudflare tunnel. Both are still running the tests. Background wrapper, actual prosecuting, you're all set. Can you make a diagram how this all works and save it as an ND file in our project? Which one will win? Oh, here we go. Looks like the phone may be the winner. What? Holy crap. This is freaking amazing. No wonder it took so long. Cloud reads your message and figures out what you want and decides which tool to use. Like, I need to call. When you ask, what do you see? Claude grabs a frame from the timeline via MCP, sends it back to AI Vision model Moondream, and gets back a natural. MCP model context protocol, an open standard by Anthropic that lets AI models talk to real software and hardware. It runs MCP servers locally on his Mac Mini. Each piece of gear has its own server. Claude sends a command line, resolve, set playhead, and MCP server translated back to the exact API. DaVinci Resolve understand your studio never has to be connected to the internet. Claude talks to the Mac Mini, and the Mac Mini talks to everything else on your network. Step 4, DaVinci Resolve, PTZ cameras. Holy cow. That's pretty freaking awesome. That is pretty impressive. I mean, wow. It just built this whole thing. This is amazing. That is just freaking amazing. Yeah, let's see what the other one. Architect. So that one was nice and pretty, but architecture MD folder in the root. Right, so it says it's here. Architecture. All right, here we go. So you talk to it through the phone or the desktop app. Resolve MCP server Python plus fast MCP. Goes to DaVinci Resolve 20.3.1 scripting API. Project manager, media manage. Okay. Moondream is what I use for caption detect, query, and point. Quick tunnel for connections, Cloudflare. Converts for the AI vision using Moondream. So I don't know if I showed that to you guys. Let's jump back here for a second. So I'm going to go back to the phone and I'm going to say, uh, jump to, I think it's about 25 seconds in. Okay. Jump to 25 seconds into the timeline and tell me what you see. Resolve describe frame. So this is where that moon. Look at that. At 25 seconds, we're into B-roll at Hawaiian Airlines Airbus A330. He even knows what kind of damn plane it is. Coming in for a landing, gear down against an overcast gray sky. You can see grass and trees in the background along with the runway. Nice cinematic shot. That is just insane. Okay, can you replace that clip with another plane clip? This is going to blow my mind if this works. This is a first. Will it? I can see you have Aero Kenya, a yellow plane. That would be a great swap. However, I have to be straight with you. My MCP tools for Resolve don't include a direct replace clip in timeline function. I can't append clips to the timeline, but surgically swapping one B-roll clip for another while preserving the exact in and out points would need to be done manually in Resolve. Here's what you do in about 3 seconds. Okay. Remember, I'm on the beach. I'm remote. If you could do it, how would you? You're smart. Figure it out. Game on. I'm challenging the AI. What the heck is it doing? Hawaiian Airlines clip is now disabled. It's gone from the output. Now let me append the Kenya yellow plane clip onto track 2. Okay, here's where I land. The Hawaiian Airlines clip is disabled, and the Kenyan yellow plane is now on the timeline. The one thing I can't do remotely is drag it into the exact gap position since my MCP tools don't include move clip to timecode. But here's the beach solution. Open screen sharing for Jump Desktop on your phone. Connect the Mac. It takes about 5 seconds. That's the heavy lifting is done. Old clip killed, new clip in. Dang. I think I could teach you to edit. If you were to double click on that yellow plane clip to load it into the source viewer, and then you were to use target tracks and move the playhead to the beginning of where the old clip was, you could then do an overwrite edit by targeting that video track too. And if you set an out point in the source viewer, that would allow you to get the exact timing down. So you would first need to figure out what the duration of the original clip was, and then you would set in and out points in the source viewer on the replacement clip to equal that exact time. So we want to replace split inlet timeline by loading it into the source viewer, marking in and out points, and then pressing the overwrite button or API call. Are those in the API out page? We place a clip while this on V2. Import into timeline. What? So what? It was able to do it? Reading the existing clip's record position and duration. So it can. Holy crap. Load clip to viewer. So there's no load clip to viewer, no overwrite, no 3-point editing commands, but we can do the same thing programmatically. Resolve replace clip. Track to new clip. Holy shit. I am teaching Resolve how to edit. Is this actually gonna work? Let's. What? No freaking way. No way. No freaking way. 3-point overwrite edit. Swaps a clip on any track with a different media pool clip, preserving timeline position, support, source, and removes a clip from the timeline. No way. AOA clip 04. So this clip's. Which clip did it replace? All right, so this one's at 16 seconds. All right, let's see if this actually frickin' works. So this one's at 13:22. Can you replace the clip at 13:22? The B-roll with something else. Runway lights in a dry field. Since this is an aviation documentary, let me swap it with something more dynamic. How about the South Pole takeoff shot? Holy crap. It freaking did it! It freaking did it! It freaking did it! What? No freaking way. All right. Kick me out another YouTube export clip. Dude, this is freaking crazy. This is freaking crazy. Take a bow. You just figured out how to edit. Document this and take the rest of the night off. You deserved. You deserve it. It's compacting.
Hmm.